We like to build up all the anticipation.
Wait for it.
Let's say hypothetically that I don't know anything about fly fishing.
Yeah, right?
It was like this instant 8-way man crush.
I'm on the fence.
The time we've been doing this podcast, I've never seen Uncle Buck perk up his dolphin procreation. Like you just flipped up out of your chair.
Yeah, he just blew out his blowhole.
What are you talking about?
And that's pretty much my dream coming true, is to actually meet you guys.
Yeah. Well, I'm the humblest guy I know.
Humble. Work and do trade shows in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. You meet some pretty wild guys.
You blew it! I'm the worst PR person ever. Fire me.
Hey guys, back here in the fishing hall this morning, and I'll tell you what, DK, we're over here right by the hog tank.
We are.
And those fish,
yes,
they started looking real nervous here not too long ago, and I think I know why.
I think we found out why.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. They got an idea of the guest we're about to talk to. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Roland Martin.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, great. It's
Roland,
nice being here.
What a pleasure it is to have you here talking
Well, you
to
do
us.
A little bit of everything. A little hunting, a little fishing,
do.
The whole deal.
Yep, that's
good.
the rut
Exactly.
and the river part.
Yes.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, just like your career has been, you of course have done multiple things in the bass fishing industry. Probably the most recognizable person for bass fishing. I mean,
I've been at it a long time. People get used to me. I'm an old guy.
Oh, well, we would not
Been
know.
this a long time.
I mean, I grew up Saturday mornings, some fishing shows would be on. You were definitely on the TV.
Yes,
it was
sir.
awesome. That was complete encouragement, to get out there, get the drive to catch fish, just to have fun in the outdoors.
Sure.
So
Right.
that was an awesome part of me growing up, and I appreciate it. So,
Well, it got to be so many people in the outdoor industry that had television shows. It got to be where it was an oddity to meet someone that didn't have one.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you.
yeah, we're just the podcast. So
But we're in a good time with it. I still, I've been doing television for 42 years now, and kind of a cross section of fishing in general. But bass is the big deal.
Yeah.
I do a lot of posting on FishBrain.
okay.
And I'll post like a big record steelhead from the West Coast, and I'll get just a few hits.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares about a record steelhead. But I'll catch like a medium-sized bass, 5 or 6 pound bass.
Yeah.
Everybody goes crazy.
Yeah.
I get like 3 times more interest in that bass than that big giant trophy steelhead.
There's something about those bass, though.
those
Do
bass
you know
are
what it
just
is?
big
Can you wrap your head around it? What is
Well,
it?
it's Johnny Morris with Bass Pro Shop.
Yes.
He got it right. He says, listen, the bass fisherman's going to buy 10 rods and reels. He's going to buy a big, expensive $50,000 boat.
Yes.
He's going to have all these lures, and he's going to outspend all the other types of fishermen in the world, except for maybe an offshore guy that's got $1 million and has a yacht.
Yeah.
But the average fisherman,
Right.
is going to bass fishing. Is a way bigger dollar.
Yes,
Way bigger.
and it's accessible. I mean, there's bass fish
Everywhere. Every state.
Exactly.
Every
in a
state.
backyard pond or in a lake, or
Right.
the rivers near them. So it's
Absolutely.
accessible also. So it's a
Yeah.
great thing. You're here. We know you're going to the bass tank. You are, saying hi to everybody. Getting some handshakes.
We're filming something. Yeah, we're filming something.
Yep.
Okay, thank you. Now,
I mean, just
Yes,
like
sir.
there, you are a very recognizable person. People are coming up, talking to you. Are you going to give some tips? Some secrets?
Yeah, I'm talking all about patterns and pattern fishing is a way of finding where the fish are and a way of approaching how to catch them. So it's just a kind of a technique of and I'll be explaining the pattern technique of fishing.
That's great.
Perfect.
That's great.
But then I think for another seminar I'll talk about heavy tackle fishing, maybe some flipping and
some punching those mats.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Okay,
I'll
that's
be
great.
talking about that, maybe shiners and I don't know, whatever they want to hear.
Whatever they want to hear.
I'm
That's
good
great.
on knots. I love to tie knots.
What? Knots are a very important part of fishing.
Super important.
You are recognized for the bass fishing. What, if you're not bass fishing, what is it in the outdoors?
Well, I mean, I enjoy long-distance rifle shooting,
Okay.
1,000-yard stuff.
Yeah.
I have big Wildcat cartridges like the 6.5 by 300 Weatherbys, and
There
I
you
got
go.
all that kind of stuff, and big big time.
Yeah,
Weatherby
that's
stuff.
awesome.
You
Never
know,
knew
big
that.
Smith & Bender scopes and Night Force scopes. I mean,
Nice.
I got the big stuff. And then that's fun. And then I like turkey hunting. I
Yes.
love, and I'm actually a life member for the last 30 years. I've been a life member of the Wild Turkey Federation.
NWTF.
Taking the Grand Slam combination with everything you can take them with.
Yeah.
With the archery,
Oh, that's
black
great.
powder, pistol, and shotgun.
Wow,
So
that's
done
incredible.
I've done all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like
So-
the long range stuff where you can really reach out and touch them, and then the up close personal,
And,
right
and
there
I like
with
the
turkey.
archery. I mean,
Yeah.
it's nothing. I mean, I've killed not a lot of deer with archery, but I've killed a fair number of a couple elk, a couple
Yeah.
bear,
Very nice.
a couple deer, with
Yeah.
archery. So
That's
I've done
great.
a little bit of that.
I tell you, Roland, you've done it all, and I appreciate you spending the time up here on the tank and doing the seminars, spreading the word, and sharing the knowledge that you got, because it's a wealth of
Yeah, I
knowledge.
know
We
it's a
know
big
that.
time deal.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
I'm an
So-
old-time teacher, actually. I taught, over the years, I taught rifle marksmanship in the military,
Okay.
and I taught algebra and general science in high school.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So I'm actually a teacher.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it continues over into your TV shows.
that's right.
Into
That's
your
right.
seminars
How to-
here.
It's priceless.
It is. You've
Yeah.
encouraged so many people to get out there, try it.
Sure.
If you're going to mess up, that's okay. There's still another day. The sun's going to rise. The water's going to be there. The fish are still going to be there. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, and I appreciate you spreading the word and the knowledge out there, because for me, I'm just really getting into bass fishing later in my life. I grew up fishing trout, small stream, stuff like that. And I got my son here with me today, and he and I are learning at the same time. So the fact that we could go online or actually come to a
Sure.
seminar like this and see you in person and learn some of that stuff, but we're learning it together. Unfortunately, he's probably a little bit better fisherman than me. He's got more patience for it, I guess, is
Yeah.
what it is.
well, we
big
appreciate you taking the time talking with us.
Yeah.
You're going to get up on the hog tank, and you're gonna show people what's going on, like you've done for Saturday mornings for everybody's TV show for years. We can't thank you enough,
okay.
and we truly appreciate you being
Thank you.
on
now.
here.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Take care, Ron.
Okay. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks.
Now.
Hey guys, it's Ryan back again. We are over here in the East Hall. We're talking to Rack Getter Scents, and I guess it's also some turkey getter stuff, right? So that's Gerard.
How are you?
How are you, Gerard?
Nice to meet you.
And Tim.
Nice to meet you, man.
How's it going, guys?
Doing good, doing good.
How's your show going so far?
Unique experience. We're learning. It's
Oh, yeah.
pretty cool.
So for the folks that don't know, that haven't been through here yet, and of course, obviously, guys, if you haven't been to the show yet, get down here in the East Hall. They're tucked right in the corner here. What was the booth number again?
3820.
3820. Stop in and see these guys, and tell us a little bit, Gerard, about what you got going on here.
Well, started a scent business about 3 years ago. Started making some really good urine-based products. Got into making some gels and polymer balls and pastes in urine-based products, and then it just kind of took off into food attractants, deodorizer sprays, scented polymers, and now I'm doing some feeds. We're getting into salt licks and minerals.
Okay.
And also we do some fishing attractants. So we're really covering the whole spectrum of attractants and lures and scents.
Yeah, I'd say you are. I mean, what drew my eye right to this as we walked past, it looks like giant caviar.
Yeah.
These little jars
Salmon
over here,
eggs
all
almost,
these
right?
beads and stuff. Yeah, you got salmon eggs going on, but
And,
they smell amazing.
Right.
Now, I've been known to be a little bit weird. People have accused me of that anyway. Some of the deer attractants, estrus scents, stuff like that, I kind of dig on them,
Right.
Makes me a little bit weird, I guess, but man, that stuff smells good.
Yeah, it's strong. It's all handmade.
Yeah.
It's all made out of my house. It's not a big company yet, but we are striving to get there. But saying that, my buddy Tim, we hooked up a couple years ago, and he approached me about doing some turkey stuff. And
Okay.
Tim really has the turkey calls down pat. He started making, a ton of mouth calls, and now he's into making some pot and pet calls, and he could tell you more about that.
All right, so Tim, you're dealing with the turkey getter side of things. You're
Yeah,
the
right.
turkey guy.
So to the public, this is one company, and underneath it, it's we're partners in all this. So
Gotcha.
Turkey line we released last year for the first time. We're running 7 different diaphragm calls now. So it's a little different. The system's actually pre-tension latex.
Okay.
So as far as I know, we're the only company that does it. When your latex goes into the frame, typically it gets stretched across the frame.
Yes.
When I enter the latex in the frame, it's already pre-stretched.
Already stretched.
So what that allows us to do is set these tolerances on that latex, that tension a lot lower.
Okay.
Lower tension, I could still get the same sounds, the great sounds out of it, but lower tension means less airflow. Less airflow, easier to use.
Right.
So we run a whole spectrum. It's really easy to understand. You got low tension calls, you got high tension calls. The lower tensions are going to be your sweeter sounds. Your higher tensions are going to be your raspier sounds.
Right.
So it's great. We offer double reeds, triple reeds, and we have a 2.5 reed. That seems to be the best-selling call, and it's a killer in the woods. It's been great so far. I mean, yeah. So this year we also released a friction call line.
Okay.
No wood whatsoever. The only wood in it is strikers. Everybody else got some wood out there.
Right.
We did away with it.
What's the pot made out of then?
See, wood's an absorption material, sound absorption material.
Yeah.
So what the other companies do is they use the hardest woods they could find to stop that absorption, but you're never going to get 100%. You're always going to get that hollowing, echoing sound. So we call these acid pots.
Okay.
It's an ABS styrene mix. It actually is printed 3D.
Okay.
From a model that I create that allows me to run tapered sound chambers.
Wow.
It allows me to run single sound chambers as opposed to multiple sound chambers. So basically what that's doing is you're not getting any sound. You're getting that sound drilled from the surface right out of the bottom of the call, straight into the woods. There's no echoing to it. It's a little different. Some people have been intrigued by it. Some people are a little scared about it, but they run the call. They like it. I got multiple surfaces. I got a metal and a glass call, copper and glass, and then I got an aluminum and glass.
Okay.
So you got your glass for your loud sounds. As that bird starts working into you, you switch to the metal. Nice soft calls.
Yeah.
Finish the deal. It's been great.
Anything with slate?
No slate yet. Just the glass and metal calls for right now. We wanted to see how they were going to do, but it's been good so far. They're wrapped in carbon fiber. They're sweet looking.
Yeah.
You know, it's been good.
That's good stuff.
It's been growing.
Really, really well.
Yeah,
Really well.
and I'm telling you, you guys have some apparel. You got to come check this out, guys. Seriously, if you're down here in the East Hall, down at the show, over here in the corner, you got rack getter, sense and lures, turkey getter stuff. I'm actually going to shut this thing down right now so I can go over here and run a couple of these calls. And the reason I shut this down is so that nobody can hear how bad I am at it.
We can be found on Instagram or Facebook or even You Do Outdoors. We're really, really big time on that. And, you know, we answer everybody. We get back to everybody. You know, this is a very small company, and we're very humble about everything. And it's a family-orientated thing that we got going on. And, you know, we're willing to work with anybody and, you know, make friends throughout the industry.
Sounds great, guys. So if you can't get down here to the show, make sure you check these guys out online, rackgettersense.com, right?
Yes, and turkeygetter.com also.
And turkeygetter.com.
It bounces in between. You can bounce between each website.
From website to website.
Wonderful. Appreciate the time again, guys.
We really
Thanks
appreciate
so much.
it.
Thank you very much.
Great meeting you.
All right, take care. Hey guys, it's Ryan. We're back here in the fishing hall. We've been bouncing all over the place here today at the show. And right now I'm sitting here with Delaware Paddle Sports and Hobie, right? Is that right? So I've got Kevin Nakata. Yep. Is from Hobie. Yep. And I also have Chris Eberly. Irby. Yep. I'm sorry. I try to throw an L in there.
Fine,
Chris Irby is here from Delaware Paddle Sports. And I actually took an opportunity quick to sneak over here while Uncle Catfish wasn't around. I had to do like 3 laps around the outfitter hall and put a pile of corn dogs there so I could divert his attention and get over here and talk to you guys so that he wouldn't just completely isolate the conversation. And I wanted a chance to talk to you guys about what you got going on here at the show. So again, we are in the fishing hall over here, and we're right on the end. Do you have a booth number? I mean, folks can't miss it, but
2819.
2819 is your booth number. It's right next to the little kids' trout fishing pond, right on the end aisle, guys. And this setup is amazing, right? So I don't know who wants to go first, but somebody tell me what you guys have going on here with Delaware Paddle Sports.
Well, with Delaware Paddle Sports, we're really happy to be here on Rutten River Pursuits. Thank you very much for stopping by here.
Absolutely.
We are here with Hobie Kayak as a representative for them as a dealer, and we're very proud to be here at the Great American Outdoors Show and really showing the folks out here about the Hobie Kayak and the Mirage Drive MD 180 and what it can really do for people. You know, anglers can really get out there with this drive system. It is an amazing system. You definitely have to stop by this booth to check out that Mirage drive with the Hobie kayak.
I can't get over. I mean, obviously that's what drew my attention here. I'm relatively new to paddle sports and honestly fishing in general, besides just trout in a stream.
Mm-hmm.
You know, last summer, Uncle Catfish, the one that he's probably still eating that pile of corn dog, he got me into kayak fishing. You know, we had me on some lakes. We've been out on the river a couple of times, and I've absolutely fallen in love with it.
That's awesome.
And it's for obvious reasons. It's so much fun. But now that I'm learning a little bit more about it, and I'm seeing all of the options that are out there and all these different things, and this pedal drive system is amazing.
Yep.
It is.
And believe it or not, a lot of people don't know this, but the Mirage Drive actually came out in 1997.
Okay.
So it's been around for 21 years, and we have a lot of technology that's constantly changing. We're constantly innovating. Right now, we have a drive that goes forward and reverse. That's something really unique. And it's so easy to do. When you try it, when you're on the water, it feels just like you're walking. So if you can walk this trade show, you can use one of our boats, and you can fish hands-free. That's one of the best things about our boats, is that you're doing more time fishing, and you're doing less time moving from point A to point B, or more effort into it. So we're really excited about being here. We love this show. We love having people like you come, and we just talk fishing. I mean, that's what it's all about, spreading the love and the sport of kayak fishing. It's really...
I'll tell you, it's fantastic. And looking at this thing, the construction on it, I mean, obviously, I don't have to say that it's quality. It's got Hobie written on the side of it, so folks know that they're going to be getting a quality product. But just the construction and design on all of this stuff it's amazing. And to actually get a chance to put your hands on it and get a much closer look than what you're seeing in TV commercials, looking at stuff in the magazines, looking at articles and stuff. Actually getting a chance to come down to the show, put your hands on these things is great. And at Delaware Paddle Sports, you guys have a brick and mortar store, right?
That's right.
Folks can come in and they can actually get their hands on these, sit down in the seats, feel how comfortable they are.
Absolutely, yeah. You can definitely contact us at DelawarePaddleSports.com. We can set up a demo for you. It doesn't really matter. We can get you out there with one of our fishing team members too, if somebody wants to go out and take a tour and really get a feel of what the kayak's all about. Shoot, we'll put you on those fish. You definitely stop by, give us a call. We'll get you out there on one of these Hobies.
That's great. What kind of bodies of water are you guys?
Well, we've got the best of both worlds there in Lewis, Delaware. We're actually located about 3 miles from the coast, so we can get out in saltwater environments.
Okay.
Really enjoy some saltwater species. We have a lot of ponds and rivers in Delaware, so we can fish freshwater applications. We also run a tournament circuit out of our shop, so for the bass fishermen, they can go out, be out there in the kayaks for that. And then we also have a saltwater series where we can go out. And we do offer a offshore tuna trip too, tuna and mahi, which is really nice. We board up on a mothership down there right near the shop there. We go out about 50 miles, put somebody on a nice yellowfin or whatever on a Hobie Outback. How about that?
That's good stuff. The other thing that caught my eye while we were standing here talking, this kayak that's back here is inflatable.
Yes.
Right?
Yep. We make 4 different models of inflatable kayaks.
Okay.
And they all have the Mirage drive, so you're going to be fishing hands-free, even with an inflatable. It's really cool. The one you're looking at is the I-11, and that's actually an SUP and a kayak hybrid. So if someone wanted to use it even as an SUP, they just break down a couple of pieces, and then you're going and supping next day or that day.
That's great.
Yeah. And it fits inside of a bag that you can go on the plane. So if you want to go on an airplane, you take the drive, you put it inside of your suitcase, and you put the kayak in the bag. It's less than 50 pounds.
That's right. You can rock it anywhere in the world.
Oh, man. Yep. That's great. Guys, I really appreciate the time that you've taken with us here. And before we go, though, there was one other thing I noticed, this Rhino rack system that you guys are featuring here. What I couldn't help but think about is I've actually got a buddy of mine who's a wounded veteran. He's in a wheelchair, and I know I've been trying to work with him. We've got a 12-foot flat-bottom John boat that I'm working to get him out on the river with us a little bit this summer. But he wants to get in a kayak, right? And,
awesome.
And he's a very independent guy. Like, you can't even try to help him with anything. And I'm looking at this system, and I'm thinking, that ratchet system that's on the back there, that winch system, to pull that thing up, that would be something you could probably use and mount it on the side of his truck.
That's
the
awesome.
back of his truck rather.
Yeah, absolutely.
But be able to rig that up to help him be a lot more independent.
Yes.
And get out on the water, which is what he's dying to do.
Yeah, we have great partners. Rent-A-Rack's a great partner of ours. They facilitate, like you're saying, the kayak anglers that are looking for special things, special needs. Getting onto getting a kayak on top of your car or SUV. Sometimes it's an intimidating thing when you're on a floor and you're saying, "Oh, there's a 130-pound pro angler that I got to put on top." So they have the Nautic lifter. That's what you're looking at right there.
Okay.
$649, and it's the easiest, best way to get a boat on top, pretty much effortlessly. So
that's great. I see Michael's taking a break now. His legs maybe are a little bit tired. He's been up there paddling since 10 o'clock this morning. I might actually jump in his spot here just to check it out. But
jump in this thing.
We'll give that. Oh, you know what? Yeah. Let's go ahead and do that.
All right in there.
We'll give you a mic too, so you can do some karaoke if you like.
That's right.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, guys. Wow, this is comfortable.
Isn't that something?
I think now my feet are a little bit shorter than Michael's.
So we can adjust that for you.
So right here, there's these little gray push buttons.
Okay.
So you're probably about a 4 with the boots on. You push this back, and then you sit your butt all the way back in there, and you should be able to pedal it just fine.
Well, I will say, you said I'm a 4 with my boots on, but my wife thinks I'm more like an 8 or a 9. But
do one more out here. There you go.
That'll work. Man.
That's it right there. And then you steer right here with this.
Okay, and that's how I'm working my rudder.
Yep,
back
there's
here.
a rudder back behind
Guys,
you.
I can't begin to explain how comfortable this is. Now, how fast do you think I'd end up going if I really got into this?
That's about 4.5 miles per hour.
Nice.
That's right.
DK, we're going to have to get a couple of these.
You're going to like
DK's
them.
listening. You know what? Maybe we better go get Catfish off the corn dogs and get back over here with him. He's going to love this stand-up bar, too. That's the other thing.
We're a bit hungry, too, so if he can bring some corn dogs for us, that'd be awesome.
Bring some back.
If there's any left.
That'd be awesome.
And that boy won't stop eating either. He'll probably stop for crab cakes on the way, bringing you the corn dogs. But, guys, yeah, I really appreciate the time here. We're going to get out of your hair. Thank you so much. These products are great. And, again, guys, get down here to the show, Fishing Hall. Check out Delaware Paddle Sports. The Hobies are here. You can't miss them. Come sit in them, talk to these guys. Kevin, Chris, appreciate the time, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We really, really appreciate it, Ryan. Thank you so much. And we definitely want to invite everybody out here to the Great American Outdoors Show. Visit us here at the Hobie booth with DelawarePaddlesports.com. And everybody out there, have a Hobie day. Hobie day. That's right. That's
I like
right.
it.
Thank you very much. All right.
See ya.
Okay, we are in the gun hall at booth 323 with a very new company to the area, 717 Armory. Welcome, Patrick. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Thanks, guys, for showing up and coming over here and checking us out.
Yeah, Patrick, 717 Armory. It doesn't get any more local than that, right?
No, it doesn't.
That's great.
We took the name off of, it's very important to me. This is where I'm from. This is my roots. I was born and raised here. Joined the Marine Corps, and even when I joined the Marine Corps, I got friends now like, oh man, we heading up to the 717. It was never, oh, let's go to Harrisburg or something like that. It was always let's go to 717. So with that, and then being an indoor firing range, both rifle, pistol, and archery, the Armory was just a no-brainer as to what exactly we were.
Yeah, perfect. So you just touched on that briefly. What are all the benefits that we have with 717 Armory being in our area?
I mean, the benefits, they stretch out further than even what the building does. The building itself is a live-fire indoor rifle pistol range. We have a 50-yard line for our members. We have a 25-yard line for our general public, open to the public, as well as a 25-yard archery range.
Okay.
But beyond that, what 717 really prides themselves on is our motto is learn, shoot, repeat.
That's a perfect motto.
And that's something I came up with from the get-go that was really important to me because knowledge is power in any facet of whatever you do, whether it's business, school, just every day. Just try to learn something new every day. So we really pride ourselves at 717 Armory on the teaching aspect for the novice.
That's great.
To the experience, to law enforcement agencies, all the way down to our youth mentorship programs. So we're around family too.
That's great. Because the firearm world can be intimidating. and it can be dangerous. So the knowledge that you guys are going to provide, the skills you're teaching is a great benefit.
Yeah, I mean, immediately off the bat, you look at firearms, especially to the female demographic. What I have done is we have compiled female-only training courses.
Okay.
We are implementing the first Dauphin County Well-Armed Women's chapter. It's basically a network club for women that support the Second Amendment, enjoy shooting, and just want to hang out with other females in the arena.
I think that's amazing and super important too, because I can only imagine, like, for a woman who is interested in it, even if it's just from the sporting perspective of firearms, it could be overwhelming, maybe a little bit daunting and intimidating. It's kind of perceived, especially being an indoor shooting range, is probably perceived as being like a boys club. So if they walk in, you don't want to.
And we try to mitigate that feel as much as possible.
That's great.
Most of our customers and clients, whether they're writing reviews online or they're just coming up to us afterwards, and whether it's me or my rest of my staff, they just everybody has the same thing. Your staff has made us feel like we're known each other for 10 years.
That's great.
That's what we really pride ourselves on down here at 717 Armory.
That's fantastic. And it is, not only is it local, but I actually found out the other day I have an inside connection. Tony Panza, who works with you guys. I'm actually friends with his daughter.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Panza is a very critical role in our company. He oversees all of our product management, shipping and receiving. So, Tony is a great guy. He's great to have on staff. And the rest of the staff, too. I mean, my dad's my vice president. My sister is my executive marketing communications director. My mom is accounts receivable, accounts payable. My wife has been instrumental throughout all this. Any email that goes to info@ goes to my wife. So I've really taken this whole family thing, and we've really plussed it up to actually being all about a small, veteran-owned family business. And that's kind of what we do down here.
That's great. Now, other than the range, can you buy ammo there?
Yeah, so we have about a 4,700 square foot full retail store. Guns, bullets, slings, anything you need with the firearm, accessory-wise, we have that, as well as a full gunsmithing services.
Great.
Cerakote, Hydrodip, laser engraver.
Oh, wow.
We have in-house Bowtechs, because we are a Bear Legendary Series dealer.
Okay.
So we carry Bear's Pro Staff Series bows. We have multiple Bowtechs in-house, so that you can come in, get a bow off the rack, get it set up, right for you, so you can leave our store and head straight to the woods.
Yeah, and coming from a pretty strong archery and being a bow tech myself background, there's nothing more important than when you're going to even think about buying a bow, being able to shoot it. It surprises me the number of archery shops, and I'm air quoting that, I know not everybody can see that, folks that offer the bows that you could buy, and they don't have a range. You can't shoot them. And it's like, you got to shoot these bows.
Well, and the biggest thing to me is I've had bad experiences where I'm going and spending several $100s on a piece of equipment that I really want to buy, and I rely on the Bowtech there, and I get home, and as I'm progressing through shooting it, like something's not right, something's not working correctly, and then I have to go back out and find somebody else to correct it.
Right.
So, I understand that, human error, it happens, but we really make sure that when you come in to purchase a bow from us, we don't want you coming back to get more adjustments made.
Right.
So that's like the biggest thing I see in the archery community, because it's not a gun. It is a very complex, piece of machinery that needs a lot of fine-tuning and detailing.
Yeah, that's great. If you do not own a firearm and you are interested in shooting, learning how to shoot, is there any way to rent a gun?
Yep. So we're a semi-private club. So we have memberships, and then we have open to the public. Both members and open to the public can come in. We have a very robust rental counter, from pistols to ARs, AK shotguns, and then some Class 3 stuff. You come in, rent any gun. If you rent our guns, you shoot our ammo, or just bring your own gun in. Bring your own ammo. Pistol rounds we really aren't too concerned about, but if you bring in a long gun, you'll probably be subject to an ammo inspection. And what we're looking for there is just your armor piercing, mild steel core, and tracer rounds, stuff that's prohibited on the range.
Okay, that's understandable. So, anything else that the public would want to know about 717 Armory before we wrap up?
Other than come out and check us here at the Great American Outdoor Show, just swing in, meet the team, check out the facility, and just be honest with us. I don't know how to fix something I don't know about. My staff is the same way. So we're always open door policies all across the board down there. The next big thing that we have coming up for us is April 14th. We're having a big benefit motorcycle ride. I'm gonna donate all the proceeds to the Keystone Wounded Warriors. Being a wounded veteran myself, that's very near and dear to my heart. These guys are local. We know that all the money is going to the actual wounded veteran. Again, that's April 14th, and we'll be releasing more information about that here in the next week or so.
So, you have a great website. And you have Facebook, Instagram. Can you fill us in on how to find those?
Yeah, so the website, we operate on the KISS model. Keep it simple, stupid.
Nice.
It's 717armory.com. Very simple. Facebook, Instagram, at 717 Armory.
That's perfect. Patrick, we thank you for taking time to talk to us. Again, everybody, find them in the gun hall at booth 323. And we're out.
Patrick, Semper Fi, brother.
Hey, Semper Fi. Thanks, fellas. I appreciate you guys stopping by and hanging out.
Thank you for your service, and this is great that you're doing this for the community.
Hey, thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
See you.
We are in the fishing hall with Daddy Mac Lures at booth 2232. How are you doing, guys?
Great, guys. Thanks for stopping in.
Yeah, thanks for stopping in.
We appreciate you guys giving us some time to talk about lures. And you guys have a lot of them here. I mean,
that we do.
So tell us a little about your company.
So Daddy Mac Lures out of Abington, Massachusetts, started off with a father and son-in-law duo. The owner is a commercial fisherman. They decided to start building his own lures that would hold up to the rigors of saltwater fishing, and making something that had an action that nobody else here was producing. Hence the swim baits came around. And we now have full line of products for both saltwater and freshwater fishing.
Okay, sounds great. Now, I don't really use too many swim baits, but it looks like your swim baits have a lot more joints. It's far more joints than most on the market. Am I correct?
You're correct,
yes.
Definitely. So we have a patented Kevlar system.
Okay.
And our Kevlar system is set up depending on the size of the bait they're using and different weights, that they'll hold up to the rigors of any fish hits that you can get, from bass to pike to stripers, anything else that's out there. But the more joints you have, the more natural swim action you have.
Right. And that's the key. You want things to look natural. That's what works. I'm also, when I'm looking at your baits, I've noticed a lot of natural colors.
Yes. Yep.
So that's a big key on that.
Yep. So the Dennis McDonald and Jack Houghton are the owners of the company, and Jack is a phenomenal graphic designer as well as a fisherman. So all of our products mirror the images of natural baits that you would find in local waters, all up and down the East Coast, along with freshwaters. So they take those baits, build them on computer, and then they're laser printed onto our products.
They look phenomenal.
They do. Absolutely. I mean, you have a replica eel that there's no line about it. That's an eel.
It is.
And, you have a baby muskie. That's no lie. That's a baby muskie.
Yeah.
The eel's over here in the tank. They got the display out here. He's actually swimming in the tank. Looks amazing.
Yeah. How much more realistic can you get to see that bait swimming in a tank right here? It's awesome for us, and our customers see that, and they know it's a true meaning of the product we have.
Now, what also I find fascinating is the sizes that you have. I mean, we're talking about what, 1.5-inch size bait up to 8 inches, 10 inches
9,
maybe?
Yep, depending on the size bait. The Viper series, our minnow imitator series, they start at 3-inch and go all the way up to 9. And then our eel series are 6, 9, and 12-inch baits. And again, those 12-inch are not just saltwater; they can be used for muskies as well.
Yeah, that's great, incredible. I love the versatility. You know, you can go from saltwater, you can go to freshwater. I mean, you got some pictures up here, some awesome smallmouth, some awesome muskies, some awesome pike, largemouth. Because you personally run a charter, correctly?
Yeah, I'm Captain Matt Trombley. Run Third Alarm Charters and Guide Service up on Lake Champlain in Vermont. I'm a career firefighter and guide and charter my off days. And yes, every one of the fish you see in our pictures here are used in any of the mixed bag of lures that I offer here. Everything from our jigs to our swim baits to our soft plastic trailers. Yeah, we target a little of everything up there. And yes, I do use Daddy Mac products.
That's perfect.
Yeah, that's great. I'm looking at the pictures. It's just astounding.
Yeah, I didn't even mention the lake trout.
Yeah, we've really gotten into jigging for lake trout. We've got a phenomenal summer fishery up there over deep water. And Tim Moore, you see his picture here. He's a fellow pro staffer and a guide out of New Hampshire. He designed the nervous minnow jig that we use jigging for lake trout, and it's just phenomenal. They pounce on it every time you drop it down.
Now, we talked to you last year, and we got some highlights from you last year. Anything new for 2018 you can talk about?
Yep, we've got a new dredge bait design here, fellas. And this is the design for the person that's trolling out in the ocean, that's targeting your billfish, tuna, mahi. They're designed to troll fast, 5 to 8 to even 10 miles an hour. But they're also jointed like all of our baits, but they're offered in color patterns you don't see with the inshore fishery. But they're also double the Kevlar. They've got a 100-pound weight rating in there, so they're going to hold up. And they come with rigging instructions, so you control them and know how to rig them up. These are set up to be rigged in a school of 12 to even 30 baits at a time. They don't come with the hooks on them because you're going to run a single bait with a hook back behind it.
So this is more of a teaser rig setup.
Got it.
Okay,
You got it.
perfect.
Yep, set up as a teaser rig.
That's awesome.
Yep,
And that's definitely going to be strong for those toothy critters and just those large fish.
You got it.
Heavy
You
pooling
got it.
fish.
This particular bait right here is called our flying fish pattern. Captain Marty Hyatt designed it for us. He took $1 million fish in a tournament last year, guys, on that bait right there. Wow. That bait was what made it for him. So just says a lot about that product.
Well, a nice thing about your products is they seem to be proven. You guys are fishing them on charters. You know, that's a tournament-proven bait you just explained to us.
Now, can you guarantee $1 million fish with each purchase?
I wish I could do something like that. But what I can tell you, obviously, the size of this show, I get to meet guides and charter captains every year. And one of our guides that came here with us last year, this is my first year last year with our baits, he bought our products, took it to a tournament in Canada last year, came back. I've got a dozen photos of smallies and northern pike that he got, and he won the bass tournament portion of that on a Daddy Mac lure. It says phenomenal about what the products can do, and the guys are pushing people to us left and right. It's what we love to see.
That's great. Anybody you want to tell, this will be coming out, and people will still be able to listen to this while the show is still open. Anything you want to tell our listeners?
Yeah, we're going to be right here, guys, right up until the end of the show, booth 2232. We're in North Hall, the fishing hall, right next to the boat hall and the duck calls. You can't miss it. Love to have you. Bigger booth this year, more space. Come talk about our products, talk about our fishing, maybe go on a fishing trip up on Lake Champlain with me.
Man. And you cannot miss it. It's the booth with all the awesome swim baits.
Amazing looking swim baits.
And they look real. It looks almost like taxidermy in a little box.
You got it.
And Matt, real quick, if they can't make it to the show, what's the best way to get a hold of you?
There's two ways they can do it. They can purchase directly through me as a pro staff, or you can buy the Daddy Mac products off my website, thirdalarmcharters.com, and they'll ship directly to them, or daddymaclures.com, and you can buy it, and again, they'll ship directly to the buyer.
Perfect.
That's perfect.
All right. Thank you very much, Matt.
Thanks,
we're going to go ahead and start filling up our shopping baskets now because my son has been eyeing this stuff up all day.
Rock on.
Waiting for the time to come over here, so we're going to go run up the credit cards.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you for your time. Glad you stopped on by.
All right. Thanks, bud.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Hey, guys. This is Will from Rutten River Pursuits. I'm with Ryan, and we're with Apple Cracker Deer Feed, and they have a supercharged apple-flavored deer feed. And
it smells delicious. I'm telling you, I can't get over it.
I'm like, it's getting towards the end of the day, and I'm like, maybe can I try it?
You giving out samples?
I got samples you can try, sure.
Awesome. Hey, and that's Mineral Bob.
We're with Mineral Bob, and
nice.
He's going to tell us a little bit. He's the sales rep here for Apple Cracker.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
what's going on?
Well, what we have here, like you said, it's an apple flavored deer feed and deer block. And there's a lot of blocks on the market, of course.
Yep.
The difference between us and them is, besides the flavor and the smell, It's a soft block. It's not a hard block like you see a lot of companies with.
Right.
That you have to wait till they break down. This, you put it out, they start chewing on it right away.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, you know, and they'll just devour it. Colder weather, of course, they're going to eat more, like we had this year.
Yeah.
Usually a block will last you 3 weeks or so, but when we had that cold snap, they'd be in it for 8 hours a day.
Yeah, it goes
and
quick.
It would go maybe a week on the block. Of course, this here, totally different. Use it in a gravity feeder or pour it on the ground.
So you got the 25-pound bags.
You don't have to. I put out a bucket full every day.
Yeah.
But the block, you don't have to, which makes it nice so you're not in and out, which a lot of guys don't want to do. But
and you said that's it's deer feed, like, and it's a supplement, but it's also got minerals.
Yes,
mixed
both of them have minerals in it. Okay.
Yeah.
So you know they eat what they want. Minerals are going to soak in the ground. What you'll find is, especially on the loose, they'll start digging it.
They'll start pawing it.
Yeah. So if the feed's gone, they're still going to keep interested until you get back here and put it back out again. And the block will do the same thing. Of course, the block you got more time.
Right.
We haven't spent the money for the Smell-O podcast.
Smell-O-Vision, yeah.
Yeah.
Smell-O-Vision,
yeah. But this is not like anything.
No,
you know.
I feel like I'm at the circus in the concession stand area where they run in the candy apple stand.
Yeah. Marshmallow peanuts for deer.
Yeah.
It's like it's crazy.
I tell everybody, you would not believe what it smells like after you put this in your car or truck for a couple days closed up. We need to have a air freshener.
There you go.
Apple flavored air freshener. That would be so cool.
And that's what's going to be coming out in 2019, the apple cracker air freshener.
There you go.
Hanging from your mirrors.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Yeah, don't tell anybody yet. Somebody will come up with it before I can.
Bless your heart.
Yeah. We're just going nuts with it. Eastern Shore, Maryland has went crazy.
Yeah.
This past year, Sitka deer love it.
Yeah.
If anybody over there, we're in quite a few Maryland stores. We're expanding north and west. There's a lot of stuff I've been finding out today starting.
Well, this is the place, and there's other feed companies around it, and they keep we get to have conversations and smell different things. This is as powerful as I've smelled.
Yeah. Well, it's a process to get it like that. It just don't happen. So, but a lot of them, like I said, a lot of them out there, we've done tests between us and other ones, putting all the products out, especially the block.
Yeah.
There's no comparison. And there's stuff online on our website, applecracker.com.
Okay.
Or our Facebook.
Yeah.
Make sure you like us on Facebook.
Absolutely.
And you'll see those videos.
Very cool.
So.
Very cool. Mineral Bob, this has been cool to catch up. We love our time with Mineral Bob. He's always, telling us what's new, what's up and coming, and he knows his minerals.
I do.
I mean, why would you have a name Mineral Bob if you didn't
know minerals? It would just been weird.
Yeah, it would have been weird. But that's my thing. You know that.
Sir.
I love doing that.
Love it.
Hey, Mineral Bob, you like doing stuff with minerals? Not at all.
I don't know where that came from.
I like turkeys.
Yeah. Yeah. And turkeys love this too.
Yeah?
Just so you know.
Great.
Well, I'm definitely going to ask about that.
Yeah, they do.
Awesome.
It's good stuff.
All right, guys. If you get down here to the show, make sure we're in the East Hall, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we're in the East Hall.
East product.
And you're right on the end here.
Yep.
I'm trying to find a sign. Sorry, 3700 row.
Yep.
Right on the end here, and you're not going to be able to miss it. You go right past all of the fox furs and stuff that are hanging. Get in here, smell this apple cracker, and I'm telling you, you're going to smell it way before you see the booth because this stuff it draws you to it.
Can't miss it.
Yeah, it's good for deer and people.
Yep. That's right.
Yeah. Awesome. Thanks, Bob.
Thank you.
Talk to you soon.
All right. Have a good day.
Thanks. All right, guys. I don't know. I'm spent. Wow. DK.
I'm fresh.
We walked all over this place today.
Several times over.
Yeah.
And I think I said it this morning in a little Facebook Live thing I did when we got started. Like, I still don't feel like I've seen even 50% of what's here.
Like, we briefly walked through the boat hall.
I don't think I've been in it yet.
And I think I was on a mission to somewhere else, so I didn't even get to look.
Yeah. It's probably better
Yeah.
that we don't spend a lot of time in the boat hall, Speaking of boats,
Yeah.
I do owe an apology out to Delaware Paddle Sports.
Yeah.
Yeah. When we were waiting to actually get things going with those guys, we were talking about some of the things we wanted to touch on, and I completely forgot. When they gave me the opportunity to crawl into that thing and start kicking it, well, I mean, it's pedaling.
Yeah.
Felt like I was kicking it.
You were paddling with pedals.
Yeah. But when they gave me the chance, I completely lost track of everything else I wanted to talk about, and I wanted to make sure I mention it. When you guys are down here at the show, they aren't just demoing these things and talking about them. They have inventory on site right here that they're selling at the show.
Yes, you can buy a kayak here from Delaware Paddle Sports and Hobie and take it home with you.
Yep.
Try it out in the Susquehanna. Well,
on your way home.
It might be a little frozen.
No, it's flowing.
Yeah, it's barely flowing.
It's chunky.
It's chunky right now.
I'm going to use that drive system, though, and you might want to take that out and just paddle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But those are some incredible boats, some very nice people, very knowledgeable people, and, they're not that far away.
No,
So,
we need to get down and visit with them some more.
yeah. And if anybody's taking a vacation to the Eastern Shore, check them out because you can rent stuff from them, too, for your vacation.
And the fact that they do, guided trips out of there, that was pretty neat.
Yeah.
I think that was one of the highlights of my day today. I mean, that and Roland Martin. I mean, guys.
And Will coming in late.
Yeah.
I was going to get to that.
Yeah.
Will's here. Hey, Will.
But no. Do you remember when we talked to that fishing legend today?
I finally found Will.
Yeah, I'm not worried about Will coming, but yeah, there was a fishing legend amongst us.
Yes.
And we got to talk to him.
Yeah, we did.
That's cool.
My ears were getting hot inside my headphones. I was all nervous.
I was definitely nervous.
Tongue tied.
Sweaty palms, Madeira.
No, but it's been a great day again, and I know he's been quiet and behind the scenes all day. But my son Hunter was along with us today. The R2 intern, I think Stevie named him.
Yeah, we're glad to have you aboard, bud.
He helped out pretty good today.
Yes, it was family day.
Yeah, it was.
Because I had Dad along. Dad and I got to see the show a little bit in between. Us doing podcast.
Yeah.
So, it was a fun day.
He got to see you in action.
Yes, he did. He got to see the behind-scenes look at R2 Pursuit.
Yeah, at one point we were, I forget who we were talking with, but I could see my son standing there, and your dad was standing there. Your dad had this look of pride on his face. My son had this look of annoyance on his face. Like, come on, Dad, there's more stuff I want to go buy.
Which is like
hurry it up.
Which is pride to his age group.
That could be it.
Yeah.
Annoyance.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're looking at you. Look, he's still got that look on his face.
Another thing I would like to stress is come on a weekday. I mean, it was full. It was. There were still a lot of people here, but not as many as the weekend. And something I saw today, if you have a ticket for a weekday, you can come back in Sunday for free.
Oh, is that right?
Yes. Which I never knew that.
They just started that not too long ago.
Yeah, so
cool.
So if you do see something that you want to buy and you didn't pull the trigger on it while you're at the show,
I see what you did there.
I think you're really just pulling the lever. You're gambling that it's going to be here.
Yes, you are gambling that it's going to be here Sunday, but you can come back Sunday again. So that's a great thing that the show's doing this year.
We ran the gamble on those trout magnet combos.
We lost on
and
the reels.
We decided to wait 12 hours, and we were out.
Yeah.
Couldn't get the combos.
Definitely. One other thing, when we were talking to 717 Armory, we never mentioned their actual physical brick and mortar location.
Oh, that's right.
Which is 7,500 block of Derry Street in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, actually, if folks are, because again, it's super, super local, but if folks are familiar with that section of Derry Street, it's an old roller skating rink. I think that was back there on Derry Street. It's the building that they bought, and they've remodeled and redone it, and it's now an indoor shooting range.
I really need to check that out because it sounds great. It sounds like a great place to take the family, take your wife.
And frankly speaking, I didn't know. They're here in my backyard. I didn't know about 717 Armory. So, I mean, it's cool that I can come to a show like this and discover people in your backyard as well.
Yeah, not only are you going to discover things from around the world.
Literally.
You can find out what's going on in your backyard. So it's another great feature.
Will, what was your favorite part of the day today?
Oh, of course, we just got done talking to Mineral Bob. That guy's a character.
He is a character.
But a wealth of knowledge.
Oh, I love my time with Mineral Bob. He
smells like apples.
A scent of granola.
Yeah, he's like Adams County. He reeks of Adams County. Having the time with him, getting to catch up with him at the Apple Crackers booth, that was really cool. They have a really great product, I think, and I'm looking forward to getting out and testing it. I'm not, we haven't used it yet, so I'm not going to say that.
It's been amazing.
It's been amazing.
But you're hoping it will be.
It doesn't seem like one of those products that,
It could miss.
That just catches your eye and won't work. It looks like a product that should work.
Right.
Everything's lining up, and it's kind of like, why didn't we think of that product?
Yeah. That's what I mean. It doesn't seem like one of those products that could miss.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a no-brainer. It's perfect.
And as cold as the temperatures have been, like we kind of talked, like this is, after the season here, this is the time to get out and test those feed products and see what your deer like.
Right.
And speaking of product testing, the other highlight I think I had was some of those swim baits at Daddy Mac, or Mac Daddy, sorry. Mac Daddy's.
Yeah,
those
they
things
look great.
are amazing. I can't wait to get out on the river and try them.
So much action in those baits.
Kevlar jointed swim baits. Come on. It just sounds cool. I'm going after some big toothy critters this year.
I bet you won't.
Bet you won't. All right, guys. I'm telling you, what are we on, day 3? We're wrapping up day 3 right now of the show. You got to get down here. I think by the time we release this for you guys to listen to it, our dinner will have been had, right? So we will have had our sportsman's night out.
Some people have gotten nice prizes.
Yes.
That's all I'm going to say.
It's good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The gifts that we're going to be giving out.
Catfish did a lot to, like, put this together and to customize it in a way that, like, people will.
It's amazing.
It's like
definitely thoughtful.
Last year we were like, here's a couple hats. And here's not this year. Yeah, not this year.
Definitely not.
I mean, there's gonna be hats.
Oh yeah, there's hats.
Enjoy your hats.
And plus some.
but there's so much more this year. We can't wait. And congratulations and thanks to Deeper for hooking us up with the Pro Plus.
I was explaining to my son a little bit about some of the things that we're going to be going through the giveaway.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I'm really looking forward to my chance at winning. And I said, sorry, bud. You're on the field staff now, and you're not really eligible. And you know what his response was? I didn't sign a contract.
I quit.
The intern has quit.
Yeah, bless his heart.
You're not getting your last week's pay.
You get like a pack of Kitex every week that we fish from me.
Plus some.
Will sends them downstream, I remember. Right to you.
All right.
Well, guys, great day, and there's more to come.
Yeah. Keep an eye out on the Facebook page and Instagram. We're blowing it up. Try to keep up, guys, because we aren't stopping.
Yeah. One more day, one more podcast.
Loving it.
All right, let's roll.
See ya.
See ya.
Bring them with us.
My ears are going funny. Check. I lost an ear.
Do you know what they call this hall?
East Hall. East Hall.
The East Hall?
Yes.
All right. Well, I guess I could have used that sign right there that yells
That's
at
all right.
to me.
That's all right.
Yeah, we're just going to get a little bit of video with it while we're doing this. We aren't going to take up too much.
And they call you DK or?
Yeah, they call me DK.
Okay.
Yeah. You can call me DK. That's fine.
Okay. What do you call you, Dave?
Yeah, my name's Dave.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
That takes too long to say. We just
Dave,
go right with DK.
DK.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go ahead and get started here and edit.